Alright, hi everybody. Bonkai 922 here to bring you another for Titans of Darkness Kentoro's manga. Gigantomakhia. Now, let me Afterthoughts. Chapter 3, this was pretty crazy. I must say, this was really crazy. Like, I was blown away. So, pretty much Delos and Prom are taken by Ogun to meet the... I can't remember what he said. It was the... Pra something? They take, what happens is they take them to their god. It was the god of the fertile soil, Hapi. And we find out, that Prom is stating that it's part of Gaia, a giant. So we got giants in here. And among them, they basically stating that the vast desert in the presence of Hapi, god of fertile soil. Patsui is the patriarch. So this guy that they meet is essentially the patriarch, the one that I guess you could say founded, that's what patriarch I guess more or less means, the Scarabei. The people who, this clan, they're called the Scarabei because they're half humans, half beetles. And sorry about that. Anyway, and pretty much what the story is, he's explaining to them, to Prom and Delos, about their history, and so on and so forth, welcoming them, and saying that they were watching. He was watching them from a distance before they even got to the village. And apparently, what happened in this chapter is that the Empire has sent these giants to kill the clan of the Scarabaeus. And, oh man, when I saw the ending of this chapter, I was like, oh my god. Basically, we see also Prom stating that they're currently on approach from the northeast. The Empire's Titan. So this chapter to me tells me, I don't want to say Kentaro's been reading Attack on Titan, but it seemed like he was influenced a little bit by it. Yeah, a little step. But this is only based on what I've seen so far in chapter 3. So they basically are stating to Prom and Delos they need to leave, and that and Ogun's basically saying it's time for vengeance to defeat them, and to and so on and so forth. And basically, what the patriarch tells them is that to Prom and Delos, is the Empire is trying to get this god, Hapi, this god, this fertile god, I guess for themselves. And that's why they're attacking him. Now, that's pretty much what that's stated to them, and so on and so forth. And basically, Ogun's basically telling him, which is kind of one of those things, saying, the scarab are the people who live in the great desert with your God. With the divine we flourish, without the divine we perish. We fight and die for our Lord. A life under the yoke is unthinkable. Such is our pride, it is our fate. So, they pretty much are going to be attacked soon by this empire. And he said, they said great octopi. The Empire's great octopi is coming. And it says the harbingers of the apocalypse. And I'm like, did he just say octopi? As in octopus? So, the rest of the chapter is pretty much all action. And I was bugging, man. And basically, well, there's a few lines here and there saying about, the children and women who can't fight, have them stay in the shelter, but those who can go to the front line. They're fighting octopus. It's just an army of octopus. And I was like, what? Sure enough, that's what happened. An army of it. And they come in pretty much, and they start fighting him. And it was just, I was like, yo, that is insane. And basically he's telling him not to get involved also. Not to get involved in it. And I think what Delos is saying to her is that she doesn't he doesn't get it that they're practically slaves, and that he apparently, it seems like Delos wants to help. From this chapter, it seems like he's committed to help them. So the fight with this army was just unbelievable. This is one scene. You see, oh my god, I was bugging out. The octopus, you see its beak and shit, and it was so crazy for this chapter. So, gonna give this I have to give this a 5 out of 5. No shitting around. This is epic. This is epic towards the end. It got too epic. They show this army, and they start fighting the octopi, and they kind of bring down one of them with the use of their beetles, running on the beetles and stuff. But then they just see a bunch of them, and then in the far distance, you see a giant. I was a titan. Like Attack on Titan. Kind of. It was just unbelievable. So much shit going down towards the end here. And basically, the octopi would also, I guess it's ink of some sorts. Spewing it against the, the Scarabee clan. And it goes on fire and shit. And I just, oh my god, just amazing. Then in the background, you see this giant. I was like, yo. And it basically saying, don't miss the next issue. The looming giant beneath brings death and destruction. And what will Prom and Delos do? So, this was pretty crazy. I was, man. Octopi? I mean, I saw it, when I read the first chapter, you see in the beginning those creatures. In the beginning, though. But, yeah, that was crazy. And this was chapter 3, so got 4, 5, and then one more. Overall, great chapter. I like how we have this. We now find out the whole kind of gist with this story. And it seems like Delos is probably going to help them. I'm convinced on that. He's going to try to help them. Because he doesn't want... He's honor bound to do it, honor bound to help them. And just insane. The octopus is kind of so detailed. So detailed. Amazing. 5 out of 5 for this chapter. I'm sorry. We're looking for the second half because it was pretty crazy. So, and it seems like also the patriarch, he senses that that Delos and Prom are going to help them. So this should be interesting. I mean, this is only chapter 3. I got, let's see, 4 and 5, and then one more after that, and that's it. So we're like halfway through this. So it should be interesting to see the next couple of chapters. This is going to be the only other one I'm going to do for now. I won't upload these now. I will probably upload them later in the week. Now. But for now, just do this one. Tomorrow, if I can, later today, if I can, I'll do the other 2. But I might hold off on that until later in the week. So we'll have to wait and see. But good chapter for this one. A lot more action. Just, oh my god, I'm just thinking about those octopi, and just you see the beak, and it, insane, just insane, so ridiculous. I would have to read more to give my final word on this manga, but pretty beastly for a 6-chapter manga by Kentaro. I mean, it's, because when this is over, Berserk comes back, man, and everyone's gonna be going crazy. But yeah, give this a 5 out of 5. A lot of good action. Now it's a war. Now we now find out what the Empire wants. They want to take that god. They want the god. So that's what we find out. Pretty interesting stuff. Oh man. Just so much. Just, it was, I was bugging out. Bugging out over that shit. So, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This chapter was a lot shorter than the last one. I don't know what the story is with 4 or 5, but this one was a lot shorter. Like I said, later in the week, I'll do 4 and 5. I might do one of them tomorrow. Later today, maybe one of them, but got a lot of reviews to do. Attack on Titan, Magical Warfare. Got to wait and see. But yeah, I'm Bankai 922. Titans of Darkness. Yo, this war is crazy. Octopus and a giant. I don't know. I have a feeling of what's going to happen later on. Something happens that's like blows my mind. So we have to wait and see on that. But yeah, I'm Bankai 922. See you guys later. Titans of Darkness, man. Shit, this is awesome. Awesome shit. Awesome shit. See you guys later. Peace.